Okay, tribe. So I think today I'd like to have something a little bit more off the script. I think I'd like to discuss something that's important to a lot of people, especially here coming off of 2020 into 2021. Today, I want to talk about mental health. Hey, yo, and what's up, tribe? Today's topic, I think, is important, and I think even more so coming off of 2020 into 2021. It's been a rough year for a lot of people, and a lot of you may have started new endeavors or new businesses. And a lot of people out there talk about being as productive as possible. And that's where I just want to say, hold on. We talk about the importance of taking care of our physical bodies, of eating right, of drinking the right beverages, alcohol in moderation, physical activity, all of that stuff. And we also tend to talk about taking care of our minds. And when I say our minds, are you reading enough? Are you learning? It's what Covey called sharpening the saw. But to me, sharpening the saw means something else entirely. Sharpening the saw to me does mean learning and making sure that you are continually growing, but it also means making sure that you take a rest from being very productive. It's important for you to build your relationships with your friends, and it's important to build your relationship with yourself as a human. It's great to have that professional identity, but we need a personal identity as well. So think about this. Athletes, before a big race, before a big game, are probably going to be resting a little bit to make sure they are on point and their muscles are ready to contribute to that particular endeavor. In running and triathlon, probably swimming as well, we would call it a taper, where there's less activity and more rest and careful attention to diet as well. Well, what are you doing for yourself to make sure that you are fresh all the time? You may have heard the phrase, work hard, play hard. Well, that's what I'm talking about here, is making sure you're getting that enjoyment out of life while you're also cranking it out. You see, when you can take those rest moments, sometimes your brain's still going to be, you're still going to be thinking about ideas, but also it allows you, when you're ready to start brainstorming, to hit it and hit it hard. What does rest mean? What does it mean to take a mental health day? Well, by and large, it just means making sure that you're shutting down, even if it's shutting down for an hour a day or taking a week off and going on vacation somewhere. Staycations are okay as well, as long as you're detaching. Staycations are tough, though, because most of us have some sort of office space in our homes. You have to make sure you lock that door and you stay away from it. Another thing I want to talk about is getting help when you might need it. So a lot of us probably have anxieties, and some of those anxieties are very well managed. Anytime you push yourself to go to the gym, even though you might be afraid of someone looking at you, or say even with this video, and you may have noticed I left the beginning of the video on when I'm just fighting some of my anxieties about talking to this camera. Where do they come from? I don't know. But I do know that I have them, and I know I need to push myself through them. So related to that is this idea of asking for help. Tribe, I cannot say this enough. It takes more strength to ask for help than to be weak and not ask for help. Those people who think that it's strong to get through it on your own and not ask for help, those people are wrong. We've built up this stigma for going to see a therapist or a psychologist to help us through these things. And there shouldn't be. I have a funny story of when I was a child where I went and I was riding my bike and I think I was lost or something minor, and I went into a chiropractor. And the chiropractor said, "Hey, how can I help you today? Do you need some help?" And immediately my preconceived notions of, first, what a therapist was, and second, not so much a preconceived notion, but I had no idea what a chiropractor was, and I thought a chiropractor was a therapist. I was like, no, I don't need that kind of help. I was like 10, so what did I know? Anyway, I think that really underscores this perception that we have in society that someone who goes to seek therapy is weak in some way. And that's further from the truth than it could possibly be. Strong people know that they have to rely on either friends or family or a professional to help them figure out what might be holding them back from doing something. And if there is something that's holding you back and you can't figure out what it is, and you have the means and resources to go seek out some mental health, you should definitely do that. If anything, it'll allow you to be sharper and more productive, and also a fantastic friend or partner to your friends and loved ones. So the gist of this video is to make sure that whenever you hear me talking about, grind it out, and we're talking not just me, we're talking about people like David Goggins, Tony Robbins, or anyone else who's saying just get through it. Part of just getting through it means making sure that you're taking time to not just take care of your body, not just take care of your mind, but take care of your spirit in terms of your mental health. Okay, tribe, that's all I wanted to talk about today in this unscripted video. Think about it as a one-way conversation that I hope you can get something from. If you do need help, I'm not the one who understands where you can go for that, but please reach out, even if it's just to Google, to find some help in your area. And as always, I hope you're a little bit better today than you were yesterday. And I'm looking forward to you being a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. Take care.